It's Atlanta's #1 hip-hop station, Hot 107.9 and home for the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Of course, you know it's your folk, B-High. Radio shouting, stepping in the building. I got my A-Town partner in this thing, one of the coldest lyricists to ever touch a mic.
Yeah.
How the Prince, what's good with it, my dog?
Yep, well, he said, Cyhi, what's going on?
I mean, been the man in my town since I was 7. I'm a legend.
I'm a legend, bro. That's what we on this year, man.
When I heard that song, I knew that it was real. Okay, I said, okay, Cyhi, he's coming back swagging on these folks,
Right.
reclaiming the throne or just taking the throne,
Yeah,
you know, and let
absolutely.
folks know that it was time. Talk to me about putting that song together and just this whole new project on the way.
Yeah, man, you know, man, a lot of people don't know I'm born and raised here. You know what I'm saying? I was born in Georgia Baptist. I went to Woodridge. I went to Killer Grove, and I went to Redan. So, you know what I'm saying? You got to name your elementary school if
That's
you're
right.
from Atlanta.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? So,
Kai Heights.
yeah. So, I just, you know, I've been an important figure in my community, bad and good, since I was 5. Like, just, you know, different park balls, talent shows, fish fights,
Yeah.
hustling, whatever. So I just kind of want to get the people to, you know, the real backstory of Cyhi. I've been saving a lot of my stories on my album because I didn't want them to just go on mixtapes. So I had to, some of these stories, a lot of these stories that y'all going to be getting,
Yeah.
I saved for 5-6 years just to be able to present them now. So
Yeah.
definitely.
I mean, let's go straight to that legend, though, man. I mean, just kind of, the wordplay is just ferocious, and sometimes it can just be one long metaphor.
Right,
okay?
right,
You
right.
know, I hate to have to quote you in this thing, man. What my quote at? I mean, Guns got a full house of them like Danny Tanner. I was like, oh, that, you know, see, son, I can't even bob my head to your music because when I cut it on, I just got to do like this. You understand? I get the stink face because I'm like, this man is snapping.
Yes, man.
Talk to me about putting them bars together on that legend.
I mean, you know, man, it's just something that I pride myself in, man. You know what? I started rapping like this. A lot of people don't know. I never wanted to be a rapper. I always wanted to be an athlete.
Get out of here.
Absolutely. Like, I was a 5-star athlete in the 9th grade. You know what I'm saying? So it was, to me, like, I used to just hate seeing because, you know, a lot of New York cats would migrate to, like, the east side. You know what I mean?
True.
Back when I was going to school. And they would, like, embarrass, like, all my Atlanta partners.
Are you serious?
And they just be just feeling themselves, bruh. You know what I mean? Like, they would just feel themselves. And then me, I took a year to teach myself how to rap. And then after that, I was the best rapper in my school.
See, that's cold.
And I was the best rapper in Atlanta just because I was going around taking people money. They was thinking I was from somewhere else. I had to show my ID in the middle of a battle because we done bet $5 grand on it.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? But they was like, man, you say he was from Atlanta. He ain't from I'm like, bro, what they got to do with the battle, though?
Come on now.
Yeah, so it was like, bro, it was real like that. So that's why I kind of developed my style and developed my wordplay is just, you know what I mean, represent for Atlanta.
Exactly. I mean, another banger, though, man, that New Africa.
Oh, man, you know what that is.
I mean, break that down to me, though, Cyhi, because, I mean, the positivity and, I mean, just the flat-out culture that you're putting into this music is like none other out here right now, man.
Yeah.
So talk to me about that.
I mean, I just want to let my people know we the original. I want to let them know, yeah, we built this, and we can build everything. We can build in South America if we want to make that.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you make your destiny. So I just wanted to get to the meat of kind of, you know, social issues and just be like, give them this fun thought of, what if all of us just went where we wanted to be? You know what I'm saying? Like LeBron only played in Nigeria. Figure out how you gonna watch him.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, we'll take your cable deal. Go on and get to it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, think about that. So, you know, and it kind of, on the other side of the coin, it gives people to understand, you know, to be able to coincide. And this is Black History Month, so I want to let people know, you know, what we do bring to the table. And if we take that away, this would be real vanilla.
Ooh.
It'll be real bland if you don't have that seasoning in the pot. So
Come on now.
that's just what I'm giving, and I did it in a fun way to kind of let people know. Like, and one more thing, I want to let you know, when you think of Africa, you think, you know, dirt, dirty. It's like, you know what I mean? It's poor poverty.
Tarzan.
Yeah, but I want a 6-year-old, 7-year-old, when they hear this song on the radio, you know what I mean? Be like, Mom, I want to go to Africa. That sounds like a cool place. It sounds like it's popping over there. You know what I'm saying? So that was the idea I had when I came up with it.
When it comes to the lyrical content, though, you know, it's reminiscent of the early Dungeon. You see what I'm saying? Where folks really had something to say.
Exactly.
I mean, you got something to say. So, I mean, what is it that makes you not suppress that? Because, see, a lot of folks got something to say, but they be like, you know what? I ain't about to say it. I just ain't going to say it.
You know what? I got more than something to say. I got something to do.
Ooh.
You get what I'm saying?
Oh.
Yeah, like I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like this ain't art to me. Like, you know, a lot of people be like, man, I'm artsy art. Like this ain't art. These is what, I was a publicist for the streets.
Yeah.
I went through a lot of things, so I feel like I can help a lot of kids. I feel like I can help a lot of relationships, a lot of different things through music. So, like I tell people all the time, my fans, I might not be as popular to a lot of people that they may not know, but when people see me, they get in tears.
Come on.
Because number 5 helped this brother through 5 years in prison. Number 3, me and my mama used to listen to when she was sick. Like, these are different songs, how I'm touching people. I'm not a weekend rapper. I'm a rap about Sunday through Thursday, not Friday and Saturday.
Exactly.
So, you know me, I just give it how it is.
Being down with it for so long, though, Cyhi, I mean, how is it for you right now getting ready to jump back head first as a solo artist representing yourself? Because, see, we know you get busy behind the scenes, too. So what is that like for you right now?
I mean, that's the blessing because, man, when I always wanted to come out, but I never knew how to make music to kind of tailor around my sound. So what I did was, you know, I've been collabing with Ye a lot. So what I went is, more so than just helping him with his music, I was learning how to communicate with the producer, tell him what, you know, 808, what kind of 909, what kind of delay, what kind of reverb. So, because I couldn't have that conversation at first.
Yeah.
But now I can have that conversation. So now I know how to build my songs from scratch. You know what I'm saying? I know how to make chicken and dumplings from scratch. You know what I'm saying? Not with the bag noodles. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Not the minute chicken and dumplings either.
Yeah, I'm talking with the flour.
Exactly. Working with Kanye, though, Cy. I mean, what is that like? You see what I'm saying? Because being somebody that be able to get in the building with Kanye and really put your foot down in the studio too and bring it. You ain't in there just playing around twiddling your thumbs saying I'm in here.
No,
you coming in there to work.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
talk to me about the part that you play in coming in that studio and getting busy.
I look at myself as like somebody he play catch with. Like he just throw ideas, I throw him back. He throw ideas, I throw him back. Because most of the time, now that he got so many endeavors, it's not really like a lot of hip hop people in the room. It's like fashion designers, businessmen, you know what I'm saying, tour reps and accountants and lawyers.
Yeah.
I'm like the only real one in the room. Like, so, you know what I mean? I kind of just, I'm like that ground level guy for him. So that's all I do, man. Just, you know, bounce off ideas. But most of the time, man, it's just being, you know, a musical consultant. More so of that than just going out there and just, yo, say this. I'm not like that. You know what I mean? But, man, he's a great individual, man. And, man, I encourage people to, like, get around. Like, you know, you might not know him much because, you know, you just see what you see.
Just see it.
But, man, he's the most genuine person in the world. Like, man, I tell people all the time, man, I like when somebody tell me something I did is whack sometimes. Like, it to him, he might not be like whack, but to our standard, he might be like, I don't like that. But most people like catch feeling. I'm like, good, thank you. You know what I'm saying? So some people can't take the honesty that bruh may give off.
That makes you great.
But as far as genuinely outside of the art and craft of music, genuinely he's a great person. So that's the biggest thing about him.
I mean, but I do also understand that you had a chance to meet Farrakhan, though.
Oh,
man.
yeah, definitely.
I mean, talk to me about that because, see, that guy knew Malcolm X personally.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So you get to get the game directly from the horse's mouth.
Exactly.
Talk to me about that experience.
Well, I met him a few times, but the time that I did, I went over with Ye.
Yeah.
You know, I was on the bus with a lot of people with Rihanna, and they pulled the bus over in, like, the middle of Arizona for me. Told me to get off the bus and catch an Uber to an address. So I get off the bus, catch the Uber. I pull up at this, you know, one-level house.
Yeah.
I see like 5 escalators. I'm like, oh, okay, we must be at somebody's house. You know what I mean? So they stopped me I was getting out the door. They stopped me. They stopped me at the gate. They stopped me at the middle of the walkway. They stopped me at the porch. They stopped me at the door. Then they stopped me at the other door. Then I had to take my shoes off. And I finally, when I figured out where I was at, because I still didn't know where I was at.
Yeah.
When I finally went in there and seen who it was, I'm like, you invited me to this, bro?
That's cold.
Like, that was a blessing. So,
man,
he made me rap at the dinner table, so I rapped at the dinner table. Farrakhan was like, "Oh, you're special. Oh, you're not one of those. You're special." I was like, "Yes, Farrakhan. I'm one of them." So,
my God, I mean, talk to me though, man. What goes through your mind when you rapping at the dinner table with Farrakhan?
man, like I tell people all the time, like I'm sent by the Lord. Like He showed me a long time ago who I was.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I used to be able, like growing up, bro. I used to stop real gang fights. Like people used to come get me because the Bloods and GDs about to fight outside, and I'm running through the hallways because I'm the only one who can squash this whole beef. And it's 65, 70 people outside now. You know what I mean? So when I realized I had certain kind of like gifts like that, I kind of started taking myself more serious. I was real bad growing up.
Yeah.
But then once I realized the influence I had, I kind of started changing it. So that's where I'm at, man. I'm just touched.
How is it been for you patiently waiting for your time, though, man? Because, see, being behind so many different hits and working in all of these creative places, do you ever get the itch like, wait a minute now, them bars is hard, but
Yeah, I do. But, you know, greatness takes time, you know, and that's something I took pride in. But, like I said, this year, the next 18 months, I'm going to catch all of them. Like, I gave them a head start so I could come and just lap them. Like, in track, they used to call me Pac-Man. Because I used to run the last leg. And that was just, they, Pac-Man. Pac-Man, that's all you see in the crowd. Come on. You know what I mean? So I just took it back to just being in them days, like, you know what I mean? It's just time for me to just come out the blocks and do what I do.
Exactly. Now, I mean, working with folks like that, Kanye, how do you maintain your humility and be able to still relate to the streets, man? Because sometimes, you know, we might get out of these streets, and unless you saw somebody get their ass whooped last night, it's kind of hard to really be back there until you get back there and see it happen again.
Right. Man, you know what's crazy, man? People don't even understand. The reason why people feel like I'm so cold, I'm still rapping about my life when I was 18 to 22.
Yeah.
Like what I did back then is still relevant now. And people just be like, whoa, like I'm not gonna rap about what I did today until like 5 years from now.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Like y'all still getting me from my struggle. So that's why I stay as relevant because I'm still in that mind state of where I want to give it. Like even though I have other catalogs of music and things in my head or in my book, I'm still gonna give you the first part of my story.
Exactly.
So yeah.
When you look up and you see the Grammy nominations and all of these awards and accolades, I mean, what goes through your mind? Do you sit back and say that I've made it, or do you say, you know what, I still got so much more work to do?
Yeah, man, you know what? I look at me like I got a lot more work to do. What I've been doing with Ye and different people I've been writing with was just kind of massaging the music industry. I just been kind of gradually kind of changing and putting my influences on those artists to get them to kind of rap about what I, in my field a little bit, and then now I come in, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. I'm going to let, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to send in the Navy SEALs first. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I did it.
What is it like, though, when you see those lyrics and those bars and those ideas go worldwide, though, man? I mean, how does that affect you as an artist?
I mean, you know, it just kind of reassured me of what my role is. Like, you know, I tell people all the time, to be a good team player like me, you had to play sports growing up. Because there was times where I was the best person on the team, but if somebody got hurt at a position that may not have been as popular as the position I was playing, the coach would ask somebody like, yo, who will play right guard? Nobody wanted to raise their hand, but me being just on 10, I played. Y'all saw I play. Y'all just want to run with the ball. Let me play it. So I was a dude, I had the number 5 on, but I was on the line. But, you know, dude next to me, number 62.
Exactly.
Person number 72. I'm number 5 on the line. Like, what are you doing? But I just to prove that point to my peers and my friends that I do anything and play any role to be successful. So that's kind of my role with writing music behind the scenes. But this right here, what I'm doing this year, is good luck.
No dope on Sunday.
No dope on Sunday.
Break that down to me.
You know, that's what this album about. This album about, like, when I finish this album, you know, you call somebody for a nick bag on Sunday, you gonna be like, God damn, bro, ain't gonna even serve me for real, bro. You been serving me for 15 years. bro, I said, this what we doing, brother, what we doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hit me tomorrow. You got what you need. You know
Come
what I'm saying?
on now.
But, you know, it starts somewhere.
Yeah.
And if I don't do it, it's just like I may spark the mind or spark the brain of somebody who will. So
Exactly.
that's just me putting that in the air, like New Africa.
Yeah.
No dope on Sundays. You know what I'm saying? Like those two right there, it's like right there could just change the world if we understood what those words meant.
Now, what is it that made you want to initiate that movement, though? I mean, is that something that you've already felt like you were called to do, or did you just say, you know what, it's time for that?
No, it's just, man, you got to start planning your future for your kids, our culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Our people. But at the same time, you got to, like, it's like being in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If your girl acting like you ain't worth nothing, sometimes you might not come home for 2 nights. Let her call your phone and call you, all right, then.
Yeah.
We'll quit acting like, you know.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Don't run the house. You know what I mean?
That's right.
So that's how it is. Just like sometimes you got to let them know what you bring to it. And not just always in a malicious, aggressive way. It's almost like nonchalant. Like, okay.
Exactly.
Imagine if this happened then.
Come on now.
All right, then. Figure it out.
Now, as a creative, man, where do you find that inspiration? Because, see, these bars, I mean, they chock full of metaphors, and you got to be inspired to write that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And then to do it consistently,
Absolutely.
where do you find that inspiration, Si?
Man, you know, I'm gonna tell y'all my real inspiration. Me, I used to shoot for the baddest chick in the school. You know what I'm saying? Now they shoot for me. But instead of just, you know, getting them because I can get them.
I hate to cut you off, Si, but you hit me in my heart on that legend on some of them bars, because when a nigga don't have shit.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's where it come from. It come from me bottling up every doubt of anybody who ever died. Not in a get back way.
Yeah.
It's just like, man, don't ever judge. Like, my mama put me out the house young, not knowing I'm Jesus' little nephew.
Come on now.
You get what I'm saying? Not knowing that. So I want other people to be able to judge individuals honestly, like, okay, I ain't gonna just put him out of school. Because they want me to come back and talk at my school every week.
Yeah.
But you put me out the same school. But it's cool though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like, you make sure you spend a little more time with the kids that's in the school now. Make sure it ain't a bunch of me's out there.
Come on, man.
You know what I mean?
Come on.
So that's what it is.
I definitely can relate to that because growing up in school, I was a slick knucklehead myself. And I can recall some of the teachers telling me, you know, my last name, Hightower.
Right.
Going over there, Low Tower, you ain't gonna do nothing. And I'm like, nigga, my last name is Hightower. You gonna call me by my right name. I'm in there about to get to wrestling with the PE coach that's an ex-NFL player because over some disrespect. But the whole thing was that I didn't carry myself like I was going to turn out to be high. You see what I'm saying? Exactly. I carried myself like I might have been a Low Tower because at that time, coming up in the hood, that's just what was in and that's what was cool. And that's how you survive. Okay?
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But also with that being said, man, looking at the game right now, how do you feel being able to offer up this gift to the people, though? Because, see, a lot of folks don't even make it to the position to be able to effect that change like that, man. They'll have it in their mind. It's somebody sitting at home right now saying, I wish I had a platform to really talk about something. And then here you go and you knock it out the park.
You want to know what it is? Because all my partners is really trap dudes.
Come on.
All my partners really in the street. So I'm secure with my resume.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I done pulled up on too many dudes in Decatur. Regardless of what you call me, I'm conscious rapper shawty. Yeah. You gonna say, hey, bro, I used to bring them bags through, though. Quit playing with bro. Like, he on his conscious shit, let him be on his thing. Bro, he was out there with us at some point in time. So that's why I stick true to myself, because if I can still coincide with them, I can coincide with the world.
I mean, another West Side partner that you coincided with on a jam that I love, man, that 1,000 Pounds. So,
oh, yeah.
I mean, you, Peel, and Pusha T. I mean, y'all brought that thing home right there. Talk to me about just keeping it real and just jamming with the real at the same time, too.
Yeah, man. You know, man, around that time, that was, you know, man, it's hard for me to do songs with people who can't really bring my song to life.
Yeah.
Like, cause I'm coming from a truthful place. I'm coming like, this is a real story. Like, So I have to get people who can really tell their story
with you
versus just, ad-libbing through it. Like, don't get me wrong, I got party records, we could do that on all day.
Exactly.
But if it's this type of record right here,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I need somebody who can articulate themselves correctly to kind of get through to the listener of what I want them to hear. So definitely that's why I linked up with them. And it was so funny. We all had, I was Prince, Pill, and Pusha. And it was like, we used to be like, man, them the 3 pounds right there. We only got 97 left, 3 P's right there. So
exactly.
1,000 pounds was perfect.
Tell me about a time, though, Cyhi. Have you always been motivated to do the music and stay down with it, or have there ever been any times that you got a little discouraged and said, you know what, why am I doing this?
Man, you know what? My fans won't let me get discouraged. They so behind me, like, I be like, bro, why don't you start rapping? Like, cause they like, man, they're very gung-ho about, me putting out music. And now I understand it now. Like, more and more I meet them, it ain't like infatuation. You know what I mean? That's why I don't be on, like, I'm not really a social media guy, because I like keeping my mystique sometimes, where it keeps me with the longevity that I have, because you don't see me everywhere. You don't get to, so I'm like a unicorn. When you do see me in real life, you're like, dang. And then when you might hear me freestyle or do music, or you be like, man, he's that talented. Yeah, and I'm straight from Decatur.
Come on.
Yeah, I used to ride my bike up Glenwood.
Come on.
For real, for real.
And see, on that Napoleon, you talk about some of those emojis, man. And see, I mean, I knew we were eyed in when I heard that, because I was like, I just refuse to use emojis. Right. And I know folks get tired of my dry ass text coming back with a regular 1,000 or, just some regular stuff with a bunch of exclamation, LOL and exclamation marks. But I just don't feel the need to emoji y'all. But it just make me mad or so. I don't know. I just don't want to use it. But now, though, Si, with it being your time, man, how do you feel having the wind behind your back, about to hit the city again, and change the game at the same time, too?
Man, you know what, man? It's a blessing, man, because at the end of the day, I know a lot of artists in Atlanta got my same story. You know what I mean? But, sometimes, don't get me wrong, a lot of people ain't never had nothing. So I don't really blame them for being about the money and being about the... But I had the baddest girl in the school since I was in kindergarten.
Come on.
So it's like certain things, I've been that dude. You know what I mean? Like, people be like, I like men who have wives. You know what I mean? That just show character to them. It show like, man, I'm over there. I had that. Exactly. You know what I mean? That if you at that age where you should, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Listen, man, like I told you, I'm solid.
Yeah.
I'm thorough. So that's what it is with me. I just, continue to be myself and make great music. But this year is just the year of, this is like a tsunami coming, bro. Like, this is North Korea, like, no. This is the first one we're going to let off.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So that's how this is. It's like, you're going to be hearing, like, New Africa Legend, let them know where I'm putting the bar.
Exactly.
And don't think that Atlanta going to get some of this too.
Yeah.
We got something that we got in store for the city as well. So we just gonna mix this gumbo up until, it's the best thing in town.
For the youth out there that's watching right now, I mean, can you break down to them some of the things that this music has afforded you to be able to see and experience?
Man, being able to have a colorful passport.
Yeah.
Like, man, you never know. Like I seen Walker say this one time. And I could tell he understand now that sometimes, man, the hood will lie to you. These beautiful places, and you going around the world, then you get to seeing different things. And then all the stuff was like in your social study and history book, which we just didn't pay attention to it like that. Because we got to be able to feel. We got to be able to feel. You got to put us on the ground.
That's right.
So that's what I've been able to do, like go to different countries and stuff and see like stuff I learned about in school. Like, wow, but now I got more appreciation for it because it ain't a picture in a book. It's like,
it's an experience.
Yeah, it's an experience now I can touch it. So just being abroad is like the best thing I feel like happened to me.
What goes through your mind, though, when you find yourself looking at the Mona Lisa? You see what I'm saying?
Right. Man, it's like, I don't know, man. Huh?
How small is
Yeah, that too. Yeah, but, man, when I was out there, man, it's like I took French and failed it. But it's so many beautiful women out there. You be like, man, why don't... Pay attention in print.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But you never know when, man, that's why I tell kids to stay in school. Like, no matter what, man, a conversation about a book that you read in the 8th grade with a billionaire on the plane will save your whole family.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You never know, bro.
Yeah.
So that's why I tell kids, like, you never know when your education gonna
kick in.
Like me, I started reading a lot later on. I didn't understand why, but like probably when I started getting like, you know, in my early 20s. But then after that, I understood it was because of music. Now I could go in there and really flex my mojo and make money off of it. So, you know, education is paramount.
I can dig that. Lastly, Si, what's next for you, and how can folks contact you?
Oh man, you know, my album is coming out this summer, man. No dope on Sundays. That's the priority right now. But for the next 18 months, you just gonna hear nonstop Cyhi. I'm going on tours. I'm dropping an album this summer. No dope on Sundays, but I can't give away my whole, because I want to still keep the shock value high. But I'm gonna be releasing a lot of music in the next 3 to 4 weeks. You're gonna get this smash that the world will never be the same afterwards.
Also, man, for that young guy from the East Side right now, man, what advice do you have for him on how to come up in the game musically, and if he just want to be something, period?
Man, practice.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people don't practice. Like, you better have a check. You better have one.
Yeah.
Man, people don't know, man, I walk Puffy to the car rapping. I walk Boo to the car rapping. I walk Noonie to the car rapping. That's how I got to where I was at. Like, so, you know, once I left my hustle alone, this became my hustle. That's how I just practiced on, you know what I'm saying? I was just a stickler on just performance and my delivery and how I put these songs together, but also being able to perform on the spot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you never know when your blessing comes. Like, you see guys, like the dude was playing the drums on the train. You know what I'm saying? They come give him a whole drum set on the TV show. So, you know what I mean? You never know where your blessing gonna come from. So you always want to be prepared. And that's what practice is. So that's what I do. That's why I tell everybody, practice, because that's why I'm this dope.
Exactly.
20,000 hours.
Yes, sir.
Way more.
I can definitely dig it. But I appreciate you coming through
man,
this thing, my dog. Nothing but the
Man.
best and much success on this side for you, boy.
Hey!
Be High Radio Shout. It's at 107.9, man. Let's go.
Let's get it.